What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Threesome Show with Bridget and your
Hi.
boy Don, the Pleasure Coach. So last week we was having a full blown conversation about just relationships and marriage, and we kind of struck on something last week about zodiac compatibility. So we wanted to come back this week and kind of talk about that. Um, and I'm an Aquarius. I'm very proud of being an Aquarius. And my co-host is.
I'm a Cancer.
Ooh, yeah, one of them. Um,
Don't do that to us. We the best. Like, stop playing with us, Cancer. Now, y'all
nah,
Aquariuses, y'all very questionable.
we have our own lane, and we like to stay in that lane, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But um,
Mm-hmm.
to everybody who is tuning in, welcome. We appreciate y'all. Um, looks like nobody yet, but that's okay. They'll be here, and if they miss it, they can catch it on the replay. So we're gonna talk about some zodiac
What? Who?
compatibilities. Oh, wait, there you
Somebody
go.
say y'all are the
Uh,
best. What? We're the best lovers. We the best lovers. And if you a Taurus, first of all, if you're a Taurus, y'all are one of our biggest compatible signs. So we're very compatible with Taurus. So what you mean? Y'all love our love though. So don't deny that.
oh, okay. Okay. See, we go. This is what we're going to get into. Because
Yeah.
everybody, a lot of people will look at certain signs and go, you know what, that sign I just can't deal with. But
Mhm.
ironically, like sometimes it's the sign that you think you can't deal with that's actually your compatible partner.
Yeah.
Um, when I was doing research for this, the one thing I did
Oh,
find.
she go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes, girl. Um, so
Boo.
one thing I did find is that depending on the site that you go to, your
Mhm.
compatibility may change. So that's the caveat to the show. I'm taking the information that we have for this show from prevention.com.
Okay.
Um, but there's quite a few out there that will just it ranges who you're compatible with. So take everything with a grain of salt. So
Yeah.
we'll talk about my co-host first, since she's a cancer. Let's see
Oh,
who the cancer should be with.
I know.
Let's see, cancer. All right, you were right. Your best compatible partners are Taurus and Virgo, and your worst compatible partners are Aries and Libra. Hmm.
Mm. I've never. I know Aries and I do know some Libras, not men though. I've never dated neither one of those signs,
Hmm.
but
Okay.
definitely
Let's.
Taurus.
Yeah. So Cancer can get a bad reputation due to their big emotions,
Mhm.
but they are simply in touch with their feelings. Cancer cancers can make a great partner in a relationship because they are compatible of supporting their partner, or excuse me, capable of supporting their partner, and are empathetic and understanding. I have
Yes, we're
never
very.
met a cancer who met any of those criteria at all.
What? That's crazy. First of all, us cancers are very empathetic. That's like we literally think about other people's feelings. Like, now if you play
Okay,
with
so
us,
that's the part of
we
cancer
gonna
I
take
know.
it
That's
there. Now,
that's
so
the
let
part.
me tell you, let me explain it to you. We're very empathetic. Like if somebody going through something, we literally put ourselves in their shoes and be like, oh my God, you're hurting. We can feel your pain. But like once you play with us, it's like a dark side to us. Like, and I feel like we can hurt people just with our words. Like, we will cut you so fucking deep. Like, people will hate us. Like off of our
That
words. So that's a big misconception where people be like, oh, y'all are so loving and so nice. But like if you play with us, we can be the most evil people walking the earth.
see that's the part of cancer I know. The
Yeah.
part that know how to cut you deep, and I think
Yeah.
that's why y'all compatible with Taurus. Taurus, um,
Yeah.
they will cut you deep with their words. Oh,
Right.
they don't have a problem with stabbing you with their
I
words.
Someone said the women ones, the men know. I always say men cancers are different from women, but you gotta also think and no, not all men are narcissists, and there are women who are narcissists. But like, let's be real. Anybody, sometimes when people deal with substances and stuff like that, it can alter their mentality, and I feel like it could trigger like personality disorders, like different type of personality disorders. So I feel like some of these men out here are narcissists. So like, don't get me wrong, even though we're talking about zodiac signs, everyone has their own personal traits within
Yeah,
themselves that separate them from every individual.
like and I think I said this last week when Angie was on. Depending on what side of the sign you fall on, what month that sign falls in, it does have different characteristics.
Yeah,
Um, so I know Angie was an Aquarius as well, and there was some characteristics that her and I share, but there's definitely different lanes like
yeah.
for a January and February Aquarius. So let's see, let's jump into Aquarius since it's the greatest sign on the planet. Um, let's see. Aquarius. So my best Aquarius, I won't say my, but Aquariuses are best with Aries and Sagittariuses,
Yes.
and they're worse with Scorpios and Taurus. Now, I will say that I went to a whole nother site and it said that a Taurus and an Aquarius are a power couple. So, like I
Okay.
said, it's different depending on what site you go to. I know that one thing
Mhm.
that they said was with an Aquarius and a Taurus, they're both very vision and driven on success.
Mhm.
So they make sometimes make better business partners than mates. But um,
Yeah.
I've had good, I've had very good experiences with a Taurus.
I feel like most, I would say the most loving relationship probably a Taurus. My sister's also a Taurus. I do know Taurus are good people. Um, but like I said, people also have their own individual personalities to where it's like, okay, yeah, you're a Taurus, but I know Taurus, one thing about Taurus, y'all are stubborn as hell. Taurus are stubborn. And they're bulls. Like I feel like they bullies sometimes too. So
They
not
can,
all,
so they
not all.
can be, but definitely not all. But so I've known quite a few Tauruses. As a matter of fact, for a while I thought I was like infected with drawing Tauruses as friends and everything. I was like, why is
Yeah,
everybody around me a Taurus? But so they'll bully you if they have to, but then feel bad about bullying you. Like it's like they second guess the fact they had to bully you,
mm,
but so they're yeah, stubborn. Depending. Um, but yes, they will definitely they know their lane.
mm-hmm.
They like to stay in it. They'll invite other people into their lane and kind of hang out, but they like their lane by themselves.
Yeah,
Tauruses get along with Tauruses very well,
yeah,
very well.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I can't bash a Taurus because I ain't gonna lie. Like, even as a Cancer woman, I do love Taurus. And I could say like, no, the Taurus that I know they're not perfect by no means, but no one is perfect. Um, but I definitely feel like that's one
Well,
of my most compatible signs.
except for Aquarius, nobody's perfect except for Aquarius. Um,
Shit, y'all the furthest from fucking perfect. Let's talk about it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I got like a love. I always used to feel like Leo's was like the sign that I couldn't stand the most because my brother was a Leo. Somebody else I know was a Leo, and Leos are in Cancers because we're like neighbor signs. I feel like Leos just always feel like they right about everything. And so with a Cancer, it's like we're very opinionated. And so it's like two people just butting heads, like, you know, in a debate or argument. They love to debate and they feel like everything they say is the law. So I used to be like, okay, I can't stand Leos. But then I started experiencing a lot of Aquariuses and how they move. Now I'm not gonna speak for the men. I'm gonna speak for the women. Women Aquariuses. They just different. I got a love hate relationship with them. I ain't gonna lie. Like I love them because I see like they're good people at heart. But some of the ones I've experienced, they move a little different. They move different than I would.
It's just a strange like I don't think I've ever dated a Leo, and if I did, it wasn't significant enough for me to remember their birthday. So I don't think I've ever dated a Leo.
Yeah.
Um, I think my successful relationships have been Taurus, Capricorn. Wow, I think that's it. Taurus and Capricorn have been my like most successful relationships.
Yeah.
Um, Two very stubborn signs, but
Yeah.
I like the challenge. I think is what I like. I don't want somebody to just bow, yield, kneel to me. I prefer to somebody to poke their chest out a little bit. Now I need
Mhm.
to let you know, okay, calm down a little bit, okay.
Yeah.
But I like for somebody to stand their ground when it needs to. Um,
Mhm.
let's see,
Yeah.
my mama is bossy, um, but be easy on her. So, and her mom's a Leo. Yeah, I've never dated a Leo. I've never dated a Leo. Um, my son is a Virgo.
Mm.
That's a very interesting sign. They like to take things apart and build it back
Uh,
up.
I've dated a Leo. I'm not a Leo. Well, I mean, yeah, I have dated a Leo, but I've dated a Virgo, one Virgo. It was interesting. We were just all it was. I mean, I don't know, like, and I do know like a lot of Virgo women. My grandfather's a Virgo. I don't know. I've never like been intimate or nothing with a Virgo. Like the one that I was dating, we just dated. Um, and I feel like the way like I don't feel like he wasn't emotionally mature. So I feel like the way he
Mm.
would go about like we had like one disagreement, we never talked again. It was dumb to me. I really didn't care. He was confusing me. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like he was emotionally mature and yeah, so I can't really speak on it. But when it came to like he courted me correctly. Like all we did was go on dates. He planned everything. It was real cool. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I can respect that about him. But other than that, like his emotions, I don't think he knew how to handle that. Like I'm a woman, you know we be in our feelings, and I'm a Cancer, so I'm extra in my feelings. You feel me? So it's like
Yeah.
I feel like a man can't match my energy. You still gotta be a man. Not saying you can't have feelings, but just cause like I'm upset. Don't be like, well, I'm more upset and being sassy and stuff. I don't got time for it.
Yeah, you can't be overly emotional, especially if you're dealing with any strong woman.
Yeah.
If they're emotional, you can't match their emotions with emotions. Like you can't be equally
Yeah.
as emotional. Um, um, it's just, and unfortunately, what I've seen or what I've noticed is in today's society,
Hmm.
um, you notice a lot more emotional men than you would have noticed, I don't know, let's say 20 years ago.
Yeah. It's probably
Men,
all the hormones that they're injecting into the food. Sorry, go ahead.
that could be possible. You might have something there.
I mean, I don't know.
They, I don't know where the hell it's coming from. It's like men are equally or let's see, yes, the men are sassy. Well, we not gonna call men sassy. We can't do that. I don't like to. the word sassy in men that just don't go together.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
they are more, they get kind of tied up in emotion and feelings more so than they
and
used to.
anything, and the thing is, I can respect a man who can be emotionally vulnerable. I can respect that, but it's like matching a woman's energy. Like if like I get mad because of something, and like say I'm like I don't know, maybe I catch an attitude, but it's like you gonna catch an attitude because I got an attitude. Like you as a man, you're not supposed to do that. Like you supposed to calm me down. Like what's wrong? Why you not talking to me? Like what's the
Right.
problem? You supposed to be rational. Whereas women, we more operate in our feelings. And I'm not saying men can't show their emotions and their feelings. Yes, you can. But it's like dealing with a woman. You can't be matching our energy. Like you supposed to, remain level headed. Like not, I'm not saying y'all don't have feelings, but I don't
Um,
know. That's the stuff I don't like.
it's so you should be able to show your emotion. First of all,
Yeah,
everybody has emotions. So you should, if you're hurting, you should be able to say, "Look, I'm hurting."
right.
But if it's almost as if men nowadays that I've seen, this is just my opinion, take it for what it's
Hmm.
worth. Everybody who
Right.
ever watches the show, take my opinion for what it's worth. But it's like they're almost, and, and I'm gonna get in trouble somewhere somehow for saying this, but it's almost like some of the men these days are wearing skirts. Like, pull your pants up and stop playing. Like,
Yeah.
stop being so emotionally driven. If your woman curses at you, first of all, learn how to tell her, "Yo, calm down. Don't
Right.
curse at me."
Right.
Um, but don't just sit there and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you cursed at me." Nah, that's not how you do it.
Right.
Don't curse at me. Like, calm
Yeah.
down a little bit. Um, and don't cry too,
You
literally.
stupid.
um, and a man should be able to cry in the right context.
Yeah.
If you're going through something and you let those tears come out a little bit, it's understandable. But
Yeah.
watch what you're crying about. Don't
Hmm.
cry about nothing, or don't cry about the smallest of things. And
Yeah.
definitely, if your woman comes at you, don't get in some "I'm gonna sit in the corner and cry." No, if she
Yeah.
says something that hurts your feelings, say, "Yo, you hurt my feelings." Watch your mouth.
Right.
Calm yourself down a little bit, because what she'll do is she'll respect you a little bit more from that.
Hmm.
Um, but if she knows that she can make you cry just by yelling at you, she gonna yell at you whenever she want to make you cry.
Right.
Um, I wish there was more people on here so we can go through some of these. Let's just go through them. So if you're a Sagittarius,
Hmm.
this is odd. I don't think I've ever dealt with a Sagittarius either. If you're a Sagittarius, your best signs are Libra and Aquarius, and your worst
Hmm.
signs are Virgo and Pisces.
Hmm.
If you're a Scorpio, you're a freak, so everybody likes you. No, if you're a Scorpio, um,
Yeah.
Virgo and Capricorn are your best, and Leo and Aquarius are your worst. Um, hmm, interesting. Uh, let's see. Pisces, Taurus, and Capricorn are your best. Gemini and Sagittarius are your worst. Um, I had to fly past some. But if at the very bare minimum, take all of this information about your sun sign compatibility and who you're compatible with, and then couple that with certain things that they were just taught, certain
Yeah.
things that you just grow up learning. So you may be drawn to be one way because of your sign, but there's
Hmm.
certain things you're just taught by society or by your parents or by your friends, and that kind of changes who you are a little bit.
Right.
So
Yeah.
take the sun sign compatibility with a grain of salt, but use that as a foundation. if you sitting across from somebody and they're just not a sign that you know you're gonna work well with, let that be your starting point, and then kind of look at where they're going with their personality.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't
so we
know.
had a we had another we had another topic that I wanted to touch base on, and it's basically called your sex languages. So I'm sure a lot of people who will watch the show are going to be very well versed on the love languages. And love languages definitely tells you who you are as an individual, how you like to be treated.
Hmm.
But don't never dismiss your sex language, because if someone is not fluent in your sex language, they may be fluent in your love language, but if they're not fluent in your sex language, you may have a great relationship but horrible sex. Um,
So what is the
so
sex language?
So a sex language, there's five sex languages, the same as love languages, there's five. So
Okay.
there is energetic, sensual, kinky, which I thought I would be, but I actually took the test and I wasn't. I wasn't kinky. um, Sexual, and a shapeshifter. So I'll
A
go into some.
shapeshifter. What the
Yeah, I'm
hell?
gonna go into some explanations as far as what each one of them are. So
Okay.
if you're energetic, um, you're someone whose love language is you require energy to get aroused. So anticipation, excitement. You like to build up, like something that's gonna build up all day, is your best type of sexual experience.
Okay.
Someone who is kind of just spring sex onto you is not that's not your sex language. So if somebody just comes out of nowhere and just wants to have sex, you need a build up. You need something that kind of just shows the excitement throughout the day. Um, if you are sensual, um, people with the sex language of sensual, um, you their senses have to be incorporated into physical intimacy. That's interesting. Um, they want their see, hear, feel, taste, and touch to be utilized in order to get them sexually aroused.
Mm.
That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not that. Actually, I was energetic when I took the test. So, let me see. I might have the. If you want to take the intimacy or sex language test, it's on Sarah Sense, SARASENSE.com. If you want to take the test and find out exactly where you fall. I took it and I was surprised because I figured, I'm definitely going to be kinky, but nope, definitely wasn't. So the third one is kinky. And a kinky partner is someone who is interested in taboo ideas and acts. Whether that means psychologically or sensationally, kinky has to be combined for them to get aroused. Um, One thing I know about kinky sex partners is vanilla sex won't do for them. If the sex is vanilla, they're not
Mm.
aroused, and if they still go through with it, they're just doing it to pacify their partner. They
Yeah.
need something that's going to be taboo, something that's going to be outside the norm. And I actually can remember uh, one young lady that I dealt with, and she would probably fall into that realm because nothing that she wanted to do ever was normal. Like we was on the elevator one time, and she was like, "Well, let's ride up to the penthouse and just have sex in the elevator all the way to the penthouse, and then back downstairs." And I'm like, "What if somebody gets on the elevator? Like,
Mm, yeah.
what
That's
happens if we
crazy.
get caught?" But she didn't give a shit, and she wanted to
Hmm.
do that, and it was very spontaneous, and
Mm.
you know, I'm not one to turn nobody down, so we
Oh,
did
so
what we
you
did.
you okay? Went down in the elevator, y'all.
Yeah, it goes down in the elevator. Um, Someone who is sexual. Um, a sexual type is turned on by the thought or visual of nudity, visions of nudity. Mm.
Yeah.
Penetration, um, all of these things are basically what they're basing the end result of sex to be. They're not
Okay.
looking for someone who who is sitting there going, maybe we can we? No, they need a strong sexual imprint in order for them to
Mm.
get aroused.
Okay.
This is wild. Um, and then a shapeshifter, which I have never heard of, so we all
Yeah.
gonna
What
learn
is
together
that?
on this one. So a shapeshifter is a person with a shapeshifter erotic type. Um, they pretty much play along with and go along with any and everything that is offered to them. Hmm.
Mm.
I just call that a freak. Like you just freaky. Like
Right. What the
if
hell?
you go along to get along with anything sexual, just kind of a freak to me.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've never heard of shapeshifter. I've heard of the other types, but I've never heard of shapeshifter. Um, I'm about to put you on the spot, Bridge. So,
All right.
what do you think your now that you've heard the
My
characteristics, what do
sex
you think they?
language.
Yes.
I would say mine would be sensual.
Mm,
Like I need to like see, touch, hear, feel, all of that. I need all of that.
mm, mm.
Definitely. Yeah. I'm definitely not the energetic. Wait, you said energetic was like I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'm not energetic, but I don't know. I just like I feel like I wanna like make love. I don't wanna just like, oh, get a quickie in real quick. No, because afterwards I want to cuddle. Like I don't know, and it's like my love language is really like touch. Like I be like that's my true love language. Like I need a hug. I need
So
to feel the love.
that's actually so that I actually have the same love language. Um, I like physical touch.
Yeah, me
I
too.
like for someone to be physical with me.
Yeah.
And for a long time, before I knew what a love language was, I was just like, yeah, that's just awkward for a guy, like physical touch.
No.
But it definitely, when I found out about the love languages and I went through all of them, and I was like, yeah, physical touch, like that's me. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care if we just sitting around just watching TV. Like, just put your hand on me. Just let me
Right.
know that you're there.
Yeah. That's definitely my love
Um,
language. I like I ain't gonna lie, like if I was in a relationship and we at the store or something, smack my ass. I don't give a fuck who watching. Like I just want my nigga touching me, period. Like for real. I don't know. I just like I ain't gonna lie, like I don't know if it's cause like I'm a cancer and I'm super like emotional, like or I'm just in tune with my emotions, but I just be wanting like a hug. Like I just need hugs and love and kisses. Just need all of that.
yes. So Nikel said, yes, I need to feel it. Hug me, be all over me, because
Yes.
if not, it's not real. I
Yeah.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree. If you can't show me that you're physically attracted to me, no matter where the
Right.
hell we are or what we're doing, then it's
Yeah.
not real. Let's
Mhm.
see. Now, as a Taurus, I'm so emotional.
Yeah.
Um,
She had a
so
question before that too. She said, "Do you think bad sex in a relationship is a deal breaker?" She want our point of view from both of us.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Um, shit. I ain't gonna lie, like as a Cancer, I'm a water sign. I feel like water signs are known to be like we're very sexual people, like So I feel like sex is definitely a part of a relationship. It's a huge part because it feels like this is. kind of a way, kind of, not 100%, a way of how we express our love to each other. Um, so if it's bad, then like, especially for a woman, I feel like you can become sexually frustrated. Like if you continuously have bad sex. Now, if it's like, all right, it happens like every once in a while or like randomly one time, okay. But if it's like you're with someone who is like, who just can't learn your body, and take you there, then you can eventually become sexually frustrated. And I do feel I do feel like you can, because she also asked, can you teach your partner? I definitely feel like it because I feel like, all right, like for example, like if a woman, I'm gonna just use this as an example. If a woman knows, like, oh, the best way for me to have an orgasm is for me to be on top, then you can teach him that because, like, as a man, like most men, I mean, it depends because men are different. Most men want to hit it from the back, different ways, and not all women get pleased that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like if it's a certain way that's like, oh, I definitely can get mine off, you could teach him like, no, or like sometimes like I'm like when you're having sex, sometimes you want your body felt on too. Like sometimes it's like you gotta consistently be turned on while you're having sex with someone. So I definitely feel like if
Mm-hmm.
your partner don't know, like, no, touch me, like touch my breast, touch this, whatever. Like you can teach him all of that to help y'all sex life. Now if he's having a quick orgasm, yeah, it might be hard because it's like if that's something that happens a lot, you're not even having sex at that point. He's just nutting. That's it. So I don't. But now this is the other side, my other perspective. As I get older, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say like I have, but I've considered like, could I just love someone for just who they are and not always be sexually satisfied? Like, because I don't know who it was. Somebody, you laughing? No, I'm like, hell no. Look, because somebody, I don't remember who it was. I was talking to somebody about something like this, and they was just like, oh, I don't know if it was on here or somebody else, but they was just like, oh, they messed with a man that had a small penis, and then basically like he used a dildo or something on them. So it was just like, all right, he made sure she was taking care of like he couldn't take care of her. I feel like whatever works with you and your partner, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I would be lying if I didn't say I would possibly, I don't know, but it's like if I got into a long term relationship and I'm consistently being disappointed in the bedroom, I would get frustrated with that. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't
So
know.
I totally agree. Or to answer the question, yeah, bad sex in a relationship, it's only going to go but so far. You can
Yeah.
have a whole lot of things going right in a relationship, but if in the bedroom it's either bad or you're selfish,
Mhm.
that person is not going to be satisfied. So,
Right.
and to me, there's really not a such thing as a bad sexual partner. It's a such thing as somebody who's not willing to learn how to be a better sexual
Right.
partner.
Being selfish or something.
Like if you're willing to learn, and yeah, selfish lovers trash. Um,
Yeah.
if you're willing to learn, then I'm willing to teach. And every guy
Yeah.
should also walk into a sexual experience with a woman with that same mindset, because
Mhm.
what turned your last girlfriend on may not turn this one on. So
Yeah,
listen to what
no.
she's saying. Pay attention to what she's
Yeah.
saying, because it's not as simple as I'm gonna stick it in, I'm gonna pump a couple of times,
Mm.
and we both gonna be happy. No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not both gonna be happy. You're gonna be happy, and she's gonna go
Right.
find another man to fuck her after you're
I'm
done.
I'm telling you. So I don't know. She asked me, have I ever told a man he wasn't good?
Ooh,
Um,
ooh.
Lord Jesus. Um, I don't like hurt people's feelings. Um, if it was like somebody that I was like in a kind of relationship in the past, I've had it where it's like one time he might have like nut real quick, and I'm like, bitch, get back up. Like, we're not done. Like, fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? But that was just like a one time thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know. I don't like hurting people's feelings. Like I talked about this on one of the other episodes. Like, in my past I might have like said it rude if a guy would nut quick or something. But I don't know, cause even though like it's crazy, cause I've been celibate for a while now, but I have a very high sex drive. Like if I was in a relationship with someone, I would want to have sex as many times as I could in a day, you know. But I've been very disciplined, for a minute.
um,
It said, but the nut real
so
fast
many
is a
different
compliment
directions
for
I
you.
can take this, but yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I literally sat my
Oh
ex
shit.
down and demonstrated on a lemon wedge. It went one end out the other. Yeah, that's why that's your ex. um,
Yeah.
that's that's the reason that's your ex. Uh,
Yeah.
so I did. I've never told anybody they were bad. I just kind of ghost them, I guess. Like I had this
I've
one
never
young
ghosted
lady.
nobody.
Oh, I've ghosted quite a few. I've ghosted the hell out of some people.
But like okay, so to a man, what is bad? Is her like coochie loose? Like what makes it bad for you? Are you talking about the head?
So I'll give you two different situations.
Okay.
So one, she just kind of laid there. It was no, it was no giving back. It was just like she just kind of laid there, and I literally felt like I was using her body to jerk off with. Like
Damn.
it was
So
really,
she wasn't moaning or nothing. She was just like
it was it's
a
like she
fish, a
would
dead fish.
moan. She would moan, but it was no movement. There was no getting back. There was no doing it. It was just like bop, 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 bop. All right, I'm done. You good? All right, cool. So with
Are you
her,
a talker?
hell yes.
I'm not.
A woman should talk. Talk that shit.
I be so shy. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm like really shy. Um
Mmm. We gonna put a pin in that we gonna put a pin in that question, and we gonna go back to it though.
She
But we going
said,
back to
"Oh, you
that.
don't want me to answer it yet? Okay."
We gonna go back to that one. So the other situation that I had, a young lady that I chased for a very long time, and I wanted to get with her. I thought so bad, and when I got in it, it was just like super loose, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" And I literally got up in the middle of it, and I started putting on my clothes, and she's like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Yo, there's nothing that I'm gonna get out of this. I don't know who you was with, who was hung. You was with Long Dong Silver, but I can't follow behind that motherfucker. Fuck it. Like, we wasting our time right now.
You
There
stupid as
is
hell.
nothing that I can do with this shit right here unless I'm putting my
Mm.
leg and my arm in it to help me
Shut
out.
the fuck up, bro. Oh my god.
She was super fucking loose, and it was like I was pushing and pushing, and I was trying to find the walls to help me out, and it was just nothing. It was nothing that was
Yeah,
in
them
it for me.
motherfuckers knocked down.
And I was like, you know what? I gotta go. Like this
Yeah,
is a waste of time for both of us. But we
yeah,
gonna go back to the question:
yeah.
have you ever faked it?
I have never faked it ever in my
Mm.
entire life, and I'm not going to. Like, if anything, like I said, like I couldn't even. I would never fake it. Now, I don't know how can I explain this. Like I said, like if I was disappointed in it, I'd be like, yeah, get your shit up again. Like we going another round. Like fuck. Like if I wasn't satisfied, yeah, I'm gonna let it know. But definitely never faked it. Like for what? Because I'm definitely not ready. Like pump your ego up to make you feel like, oh, I'm that guy when you not. Um, and that's not to put nobody down. Like you know what I'm saying. But I'm definitely no. She said I faked it for years. Hell no. I'm sorry. Um,
So I've never had to fake it. I don't think any guys had to fake it. I wish there was a guy on here right now that would tell me that they ever had to fake it. And if you're not on the live show and you catch the replay, if you ever had to fake it as a guy, please let us know in the comments because I want to read about that shit. Fuck that. I want to
yeah.
bring you on the show. I don't know
Right.
if a guy that's had to fake it. Um, but I've had some disappointing situations. I've had some very disappointing situations. Um, Men cannot fake it. What do you mean? Please elaborate. Men can fake it. Well, I guess you're saying that if he doesn't ejaculate, then how can he fake? I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Mm,
I don't
if a
know.
woman is paying attention, a man can't fake it. Not every woman pays attention though. Not every woman pays attention. I've literally gone over to a woman's house, and when I was finished and I left her house, I leaned up against the house and was like, "What the fuck did you drive over here for? This was a waste of time."
Damn, really? That's crazy.
Like, even,
I didn't
but
think that like men could have bad sex. Like I never realized. Like,
oh, there's a such thing as bad sex, and even though a guy ejaculates, that doesn't mean it was that sex was good.
that it was
Um,
enjoyable. Okay.
right, because it may have taken him a lot to ejaculate. It may have
True.
taken him a lot to come, and that's just work. That's a fucking exercise. So,
Mhm.
but if we're both working at it and we're both in tune with each other and we're both turned on,
Mhm.
then it's enjoyable. But yeah, I've literally walked away and was like, "Yo, you pretty much could have stayed at your house, saved on gas, and jerked off and called it a day." Like this. Let's see. I definitely
Yeah.
knew it could be bad. Um, but I always thought if you finished it was good. No, no, because if you got to run a marathon to finish, it wasn't good. It was not good.
Yeah. But okay, let's talk about this. What is the reason that it might take a man long to come?
So I'll speak for me, and if any
Mm,
guy chimes in with the show, let me know. So for me, if a woman is not, if her body's not into it with me,
mm-hmm.
it'll take forever. Like at that point, I'm sitting there trying to think of different things to make me come. I'm thinking of the last girl I was with. Fuck it. Um,
Damn.
but if her body is not moving with mine, if she's
Mm,
not engaged in the sex, that shit is work to come.
yeah.
Trust me, a guy, and I'm sure women would feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
A guy can sit there and masturbate and think of anything and come. So if I have to think of somebody else, like literally, I have to think of somebody else, not um oh we're role playing and we're playing around the situation. I'm talking about if I have to literally forget I'm with this person and
Mm-hmm.
think of somebody else in order to come, that's work.
True.
That's work, and that's bad work.
Yeah.
Um, I've I've
She,
I've dealt with women who are so in tune with the man that they know exactly what to fucking say, what to do at just the right time. And I don't care
mm,
how long y'all been going at it. She knows just what the fuck to say, and you can come within a minute.
yeah.
And she'll hold that shit in her back pocket. If that shit's going too long, she'll keep that shit right
Mm,
there in her back pocket. Okay, okay, let's wrap this shit up. And she knows just what the fuck to say, and she can make you bust.
yeah.
But I've known women who don't even know what the fuck sex really is, and for them, if they're being penetrated, they think they're having good sex
Mm-hmm.
because
See,
they
we
don't know
got,
what good sex is.
yeah. She said, I cannot stand when a man is quiet. It makes me feel like I'm not doing something right.
I
Um,
agree.
yeah, I
What
can
do you
agree
think?
too.
Have
I
you ever had a man quiet on you?
No, not no, honestly, because I'm the quiet one. I'm the quiet one, and like I've had someone be like, "You're not talking to me," like, and I don't know what to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I don't know why I'm just quiet. Um, so yeah, I don't know, but she has said that. Wait a minute, she said sorry, but yeah, I don't know. I'm quiet. I'm not gonna say like I wouldn't say anything, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm like that. Like I'm not
Talk
used to
dirty
like
to your man. Just talk dirty. Say some nasty
I'm
shit.
scared. I'm scared. Yeah. She said he's supposed to ask you questions, get you in the mood. Definitely, I like definitely have men talk to me. It's probably me that's really like the quiet one. They like, why you know, and they probably question themselves like, what the fuck, she don't like this shit. But it's not even the case. I'm just quiet, like you know, and I don't know. I've always had bad anxiety, and so I feel like sometimes when I'm around someone that I really really like, I get very quiet, you know, and that's including like sex too. It don't matter how long like I've known you or whatever. Um, I don't know why. It's just that's just how I am.
So you
I'm not saying
like
like I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't say nothing. I'm not saying I wouldn't say nothing at all. But I'm not. I'm not just about to be like going crazy with it. Like I don't know.
lady, any women who tune in, pay attention to
Be like
this.
me.
Say something dirty. Say something
What? Like
nasty.
what? Give us some fucking words.
All right, so cool.
What do you like
So
to hear?
even if you don't really feel this way, say it, and I promise you, the dude is gonna be super turned on.
What? What's the word?
I want you to come on me, and
Hell no. See, I'm scared. I can't talk shit like that.
just say it, and the guy is gonna be super
You
turned
want
on.
you want what's her name? What's her name? Regina. Is it Regina Hall? Regina Hall when she was on Scary Movie too. I want you to
Oh, did I lose you? There you go. You're back. Hold on. I lost your audio. I lost your audio. Go out and come back in. We lost your audio. Just stay with us though. Stay with us because this is getting good. Should be right back. Just ride us out with us. So what about everybody who's tuning in? Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you talk dirty? Do you like to have a woman talk dirty to you? Ladies, do you like to talk dirty? Let us know what you think. So if you're watching this on the replay, or if you're watching this live, let us know in the comment. Guys, especially. All right, talk to me.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
No,
You're back.
you want that scary movie shit where she was talking shit like, I want you to nut on my face and come in my mouth and da 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 da. Mm-mm. I ain't talking shit like that.
Even if it never happens, a guy loves to hear that shit.
I mean, I guess so. It would have to take the right person to bring it out of me. I don't know, cause that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I'm
You
just
gotta
like
make it
I even
nasty.
I understand that I'm nasty though. Like, it's just I ain't gonna be talking nasty. What the fuck you? I'll show you, but I can tell you. Fuck. Oh no.
um, I've talked nasty, and I'm when I say that I'm reflective of what Kevin Hart said. Sometimes you're not ready for what comes back. Sometimes you
Mm,
say some shit and you're not ready for what she's gonna say in return.
mm.
Um, they say, "Come on my butt." Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah.
True.
Even if you don't mean it, Because I
That's
guarantee you, if you talk nasty to him, he's not gonna be able to stop to do any of the things that you fucking say. He's not gonna be able to stop to
true.
do none of those damn things. He gonna stay right where the fuck he's at. He don't want to break the mood. He want to keep that shit going.
True.
Um, I've dealt with vanilla women, a few,
Okay.
um, and I've dealt with some stone cold freaks. I like that middle road though. Because
Mhm.
there's some things that some women are willing to do and talk about, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
whoa. Even for me, that's just too much. Like I gotta
Yeah.
pump the brakes. But you gotta really be engaged.
Mm.
If he say
Okay.
to you, how does it feel? Don't just be like, yeah, it's all
No,
right.
I'm not.
You know what I'm
I would
saying?
talk in that instance, but I'm not about to be like, I don't know. I'm not. I don't know.
So if he asks you questions, you respond.
Yes, I respond, but I'm
Okay,
not about to
that's
be
that's
like,
good enough.
ah. Yeah, but I'm not no like I'm not. I don't know, but I don't feel like it probably would make a man question whether like it's good or not. Like, if I'm enjoying it. But it's like, yeah, it's just I'm quiet. I'm a quiet person. But I seen a post today that was saying that about cancers. Like, they was like cancers is the one sign that master being shy and loud at the same time, and that's how we are. I can't speak for every cancer, but I know
Wow.
that's exactly how I am. Like, I could know someone half of my life. If we was in a relationship, it's gonna be times that I'm like very quiet and I just sit back and don't say nothing. It's not because anything is wrong. And then there are gonna be other times where it's like I'll really speak my mind. But it also has to be how someone makes me feel comfortable. So if I feel like you betraying me or something like that, or I can't trust you or something, I'm gonna be a little bit more quiet. Now if you're a person that I can I'm comfortable around, then I'll open up more. And I think that's really a thing with me. Like I'm kind of like scared to open up to people.
So choose wisely who you open up to. That's first and
Yeah,
foremost, because not everybody has your best interest at heart. So
right.
definitely. So what you're doing is wise. If I'm amongst a group of people and I get quiet, people should get concerned.
Yeah.
Because if I'm in a group of people, I'm interacting with everybody. I'm talking.
Mhm.
If I get
Yeah.
quiet, I've seen something in someone that gives me reason to have caution.
Mhm.
And when I do that, now I'm sitting there thinking of how can I either get you first, because I know you didn't get ready to try to get me,
Yeah.
or how can I excuse myself from this conversation altogether?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you find yourself around somebody and you got to be cautious or you got to get quiet, then maybe that's not someone that you should really share who you are with.
Right. I do feel that way. I know one thing, like I do get quiet sometimes because like cancers, we're observers, so sometimes we just watch people. But I'm very selective of like if I don't trust you, I'm 9 times 10 gonna be quiet. But I feel like if you're somebody I can trust, I feel like if our personalities match, I might talk so much that like you be like, all right, I'm you talk too much or something. It's just my comfort level of who I'm with.
Mm. So, ladies, if you take nothing from this show, take this
Mhm.
one thing. Guys want you to say something. They want you to. They want you to say something. They want
Mhm.
you to say something nasty. And if you say the
Okay.
right thing, keep that. If you find that right thing that makes your man come, keep that in your back pocket for if he's going too long.
Mhm.
Um, and we're gonna talk about we're gonna go we have a show eventually, and we're gonna talk about the art of ejaculation for men. Ejaculation is the Red Bull for all men, but you have to train your body to do it. It's not easy, um, and if you do it wrong, you could probably hurt yourself. But it's if you know how to do it, guys, you can make sex last long as you wanted to, or as long as she wanted to. Um, but women don't like long sex, guys. They don't like short sex. Let's clarify that shit. They don't like five
Yeah.
minutes, but they don't like 2.5 hours either. So
No.
find the right range for your woman. And if you are notorious for, guys, no guy's gonna fucking admit this shit, but if you're notorious for coming quick, I can definitely tell you how to ejaculate, which basically means instead of you coming outward, you come and it comes in, it falls back inside of your body. Male semen, male sperm is all protein and nutrients, and that shit will allow you to keep going. So we'll have a whole show about the art of ejaculation.
Teach them.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to learn them some things. But you got to be willing to learn, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. For one
Yeah.
thing, in order to initially ejaculate, there's a spot between the ass and the balls that you have to press on. But if you do that long enough, you can train your body to do it mentally. We'll talk about that.
Mm.
Because your lady wants to be satisfied, but not she doesn't
Yeah.
just want to come. She wants to be satisfied, and there's a difference. You can make your lady come, and she got one off. She's great with that. But if you help her get one off, and then you get in there, and 5 seconds later, there's no more penetration. You, you've now eliminated the other part of her pleasure. She
Mhm.
wanted to come, but she also wanted to feel you. She wanted to feel your presence. She wanted to feel your body pressure. We'll
Yeah.
talk about that though. I can talk about sex for hours, hence the reason for the show. Um, but so if you had to paint your perfect guy,
Mhm.
what is everything that guy would have? And guys, if you want to be with her, I need you to get a
Oh my
pen and a
God.
paper. Right,
Shut
get
your
get
ass
get,
up,
get your
dog.
paper. Get your pen and your paper. She's about to Picasso it for you.
No. A perfect guy in my eyes. Someone. I'm a Cancer. I like attention. Um. I like someone who reciprocates energy. I mean, yeah, like reciprocates energy. So it's like treat me how I treat you. I'm big on loyalty. I don't know why. It just like that shit just bothers me. Like I feel like if you're not loyal, you ain't shit. Like, and I feel like I would never trust you, you know? So I feel like if I feel like you're not loyal, that just makes me have a whole wall up. Um
Mm.
what else? I don't know, just a man that's attentive, caring, loving, listens. Um
they talking about you. They like, yeah,
what did
be
she
be
say?
a be a man about your words. Don't play
Yeah,
with her.
yeah, that's huge though. Like be a man of your word. You know what I'm saying? Don't play no games with me. Just treat me how you want me to treat you, you know. Be yourself. You know, I hate men that operate off their ego, even though I know a lot of men do that. You know what I'm saying? But like, don't be scared to be vulnerable. That's annoying too, as a woman, because
Mm.
I see people talk about stuff like that, like, oh, men don't put their guard down and be vulnerable with women because women throw up in their face, da 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 da. But it's like, what woman wants to keep dealing with a man when it's like you're going through something and you won't take this wall down and let me understand what's going on with you? Because a woman will eventually get frustrated because it's like I want to help you. You know, I want to help you figure out what's wrong. You know, why you feeling the way you feeling. And it's like a lot of men put a wall up and don't want to let you in. You know, so um,
Mm.
and a man that's like emotionally mature. You know, like you're not out here being childish. You're not matching my energy. Like be a man. You know, so that is my idea of a man. Even though no man is perfect, I'm not perfect by no means.
Let's see. To be honest, the woman do throw vulnerable moments in their face, though. Then they do.
Mm,
But that means that means, guys, if a woman is willing to throw your vulnerable moments back in your face, you're not with the right woman. Because
mm,
the woman that's for you would never do that. So
yeah.
she may she may hold you to the things that you say.
Yeah.
Um, if you say that you are a certain person, or you say that you're going to do a certain thing, she may hold you to that, but she won't throw your vulnerable moments in your face. So, guys, I'm telling you, if you want to be with her or somebody like her, I hope you wrote all those things down, because it's important for you to pay attention to the woman that you want to be with. Um,
Yeah.
there's a lot of guys. Let's see. We can discuss. Oh, no shot to my women, because the girl, and it was another one.
Oh, she
I
basically
forget.
said, don't throw stuff. I mean, I understand. Like, I mean, I don't know. Someone had to give me an example of like a man being vulnerable and a woman throwing what he told her. Like, I don't know the extent. Like, if he be like, oh, I feel like my mom never loved me, and then when y'all get into argument, bitch, it's like your mother never loved you. Like, like,
That type of stuff right there.
okay. I mean, yeah, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly like. Women are vulnerable every day, and men still will sit here. Like a woman could be like, my dad was never around. I never felt loved properly by a man, and you'll still go cheat on me and treat me like shit. So it's like, let's be real with each other. Y'all
Mm.
throw it in our face, but y'all actually like do the shit. We talking words. So it's like men can't really handle our words, but it's like y'all be doing that shit in action. Like, so if we being
Mm.
real, we do it to each other, just in different ways. So it's like women will really tell men all that they've been through, and they'll be like, "Really? Oh my God, I'll never do that to you," and then do that times 10. You know. So it's like, can women really be vulnerable with men? Y'all do the same shit.
I agree. I agree. Some guys will take your vulnerable points and exploit the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Um, there's a couple of guys that I follow on social media, and they expose the things that guys do, and
Mm,
that's one of the things that I've heard one of them speak of is a guy will listen to everything you say.
mm,
As a matter of fact, fuck that, I'm about to put this shit out there. A guy will listen to everything that you say, and he will either use that to make you feel like he's the exact opposite,
mm.
or use that to basically control you.
Yeah.
Um, it's it's
Yep.
it's definitely there's definitely guys out there who are opportunists,
Mm,
and if you give them the opportunity, they will exploit everything that you say to them, everything that you say in front of them, everything you do, and they'll. One of the biggest things I've seen is they'll sit there and say, "Well, if you tell a guy, well, my last boyfriend never hugged me or whatever," and they'll be like, "Come here, let me hold you."
mm.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
come on with the bullshit, dude. Like,
Hmm.
that wasn't what you wanted to do just then. Just shut the
Right.
fuck up and listen.
Right. Yeah.
She needs a sounding board, and she needs you to
Hmm.
understand where she's coming from when she snaps and freaks out on you because your ass don't fucking listen or you never fucking hold her. Now you know where
Right.
she's coming from because she's been dealing with that bullshit
Hmm.
forever. The last
Yeah.
three guys she dealt with would never fucking hold her, would never fucking listen to her, they never talk to
Yeah.
her. They don't want to do anything that she wants to fucking do. But
Yeah.
don't sit there and be like, nah, that's who I am though. Know what I'm saying? Nah, I like to
Hmm.
listen to a woman
Right.
because your representative can only be present but for so long, and eventually
Hmm.
the true you got to come out, and she's
Right.
gonna hate you for that shit.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Yep.
hate every bit of who the
Yeah.
fuck you are
Yeah.
because
Because
you lied.
yeah, you presented yourself different, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, so
S-
I definitely feel like both of us, men and women, we do it, you know. But that's not a reason not to be vulnerable. Like women get hurt so much, get cheated on so much.
All right, there you go. You back. I can't hear you though. All right, technical difficulties. Unfortunately, that's the internet. Um, but talk to us. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you're going through. Tell us what you're feeling. We definitely want to know, and we're 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 more than welcome to creating future shows about things that you're going through. Let's see. Women will be vulnerable. You're taken advantage of, and still keep being vulnerable. Yeah, women don't have a problem with being vulnerable. That's just who they are in a sense. Um, but guys don't take advantage of that shit. If a woman's here we go, here she goes, she's back. Oh, I can't hear you. No. If a woman's willing to be vulnerable with you, be accepting, be understanding, and appreciate the fact that she's letting her guard down. Because if she doesn't let that guard down, you'll never get in. So, take those moments to appreciate the fact that she's letting you in. She's letting you become a part of her world. Is it
You,
get?
you can hear
There
me?
you go. You're back. I can hear
Okay,
you.
sorry. I'm sorry.
So I was saying, if a woman's willing to be vulnerable and
Mm,
let you in and let that guard down, don't take advantage of it.
right.
Because for one, once she realizes you're taking advantage of it, you'll never get that opportunity again, and you'll
Yeah.
hurt the opportunity for the next guy. So if this is not really who you are, step
Mm,
back. Step away. If you
yeah.
can't embrace the things that she's been through and be different than what she's gone through, then step away.
Yeah.
So give us some final words, Bridge. What do you think a guy needs to do to make a woman feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable?
Um, I would just say actively listen. Don't judge her on her past. You know, nobody is perfect. Um, but I feel like it's equally you being vulnerable too. You know, it's hard to want to be vulnerable with someone who's not being vulnerable with you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's that's kind of how like two people can relate to each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though we might have different paths, you know what I'm saying? The fact that you're comfortable opening up to me makes me feel more comfortable to open up to you, you know. So if it's like one sided where it's just like, you know, man feeling like, oh, well, I've been hurt, or I'm not telling women nothing because all they do is throw it in my face, then how is that making me feel comfortable to trust you with the deepest things that I've dealt with inside, you know? So I would definitely feel like that.
So for everybody who has tuned in, we appreciate y'all. Everybody who tunes in later on, we appreciate y'all. Watch the whole show. Don't skip through it because there's some real good jewels and gems in this show. We will
Yes.
definitely see y'all next Wednesday,
Yep.
7:45, and we got more stuff to talk about. And we're gonna chop it up with y'all. So until then, I'm Don, the Pleasure Coach,
Yep. And I'm Bridget.
and we will get at y'all next Wednesday. Be easy, people.
See ya.